Hi, it's Miss B. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to do 2-point perspective, and it's a little bit more difficult than 1-point perspective, so you're going to have to use your brain. Use your brain. So you'll still need your ruler, your pencil, and your eraser. So if you guys would follow along very carefully, that would be wonderful, and I know you're going to do a great job. So have fun. Bye. 2-point perspective name. So first you're going to start off like all of the other videos that you have watched, and we're going to draw a line, our horizon line, all the way across the page. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have 2 vanishing points. Vanishing point number 1, we're going to call V1, and vanishing point number 2, which we're going to call V2. So I'm going to put our line for our letters a little bit farther out this way. So I'd probably make it about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. And then we're going to draw a line from the bottom, an orthogonal line, to the vanishing point. Vanishing point number 1, which we called V1, and vanishing point number 2, which we called V2. Alright, so we have orthogonal lines that go from here to V1, here to V2. And now we're going to do the same thing. Maybe make this line a little bit longer. Going to do the same thing and go from here to V2, and from here to V1. Okay, now that we've got that set up, we're going to put some light lines of where we're going to divide up our letters. So just a reasonable amount of space, maybe 1 inch or so, but make sure it's pretty even. Alright, so it's split up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and I will only need 4 because I'm going to put Miss B. So we're going to fit our M inside this box. And now we're going to draw from the top of the M to vanishing point 1, very lightly. And then the other top of the M to vanishing point 1. And we'll do the same thing all the way across. To vanishing point 1. Now for the bottom, like this line right here, we are going to still draw the line to the vanishing point, but you're only going to see a portion of it. So it would go here and back there. So when you hit a letter, stop and then go to the other side. Alright, now we're moving on to the R, going from the top of the R to vanishing point 1. And we're going to come to the side of the R, just the very side of it, and draw a line from right here to the vanishing point. So you kind of get the roundness of the R there. Now, to move on to the S, we're going to do the same thing that we did with the R and go over the curve here and draw it from the S's curve to vanishing point 1. We're going to do the same thing, and remember, from this point, if you hit a letter, you stop. And then you don't have to keep going with this because it's behind a letter. But we're going to do the same thing with the other side of this point on the S and go from it to the vanishing point with our ruler. So you see there? And we're going to do the same thing with the edge of the S to show where it's going in the back because we want it to look 3D. So you're going to draw a line from the curve and then stop at the R because it's going to go behind the R because there is a letter there. So you don't want to draw through the letter. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with our letter here. Our spot here. You draw from the point and back. Okay, and then we're going to draw from the curve here to the vanishing point 1. But stop if you hit a letter. You see, because you're having the curve right there. There's a curve in the letter. Alright. And this point you can't see because it goes behind the S. So we're going to do our dot now and go to vanishing point 1. Okay. And then go to the other curve of the dot and go to vanishing point 1 and stop at the letters because we do not want to draw on the letters. See, we've got a little tube there, which is our dot. Now we're going to go to B and we're going to do the same thing that we did on the R and the S and go from the curve to the vanishing point. Going from the point of the B to the vanishing point. From the point at the bottom of the B to the vanishing point. But we're going to stop because we hit the dot there. Alright, and I believe that is it. So we're going to erase these lines here. Now to make it look three-dimensional, we're going to cut off from vanishing point 2 and draw a line right about here. And then we can erase these lines. There are orthogonal lines that we only need for sketches. No, and don't forget to bring it down this way. Almost forgot. Bring it down this way. And then you can erase that line there. Here, let's get the big eraser out. Big eraser time. Okay, so after you've done that, come back and draw those lines for the M and for the M there. Make these lines a little bit more concrete. And then with our R, you want to come back and round it a little bit. So follow the roundness of this and bring it back here. So rounded R. And bring a line down this way, but stop because there's a letter there. So we're going to erase these lines too, to make our M look all nice. So we're gonna bring a parallel line down here to show that our M is three-dimensional. Alright, so there's our M, there's our R. Now let's do our S. Forgot to go from here to here, so we're gonna make a line real quick. So our S is gonna be curved. Now it's an interesting curve, so we're gonna have to go with the flow here, and look at that. But stop, because there's a letter. And we can erase that line. And for our B, it's pretty straightforward. You do a curve here. And then we're going to bring a line down parallel to this line, but stop where we have letters. And there you have it. Three-dimensional letters. Voila. You can upload this to Blackboard in the 2-point perspective name drawing area. And you guys are awesome. Hope to see you soon. Bye.